My name is Alex Brown. I am a delivery driver here at Food and Friends. We feel like we're the eyes and the ears of Food and Friends. And what I mean by that is we speak to our clients, we address them, we ask them how they're doing, how they're feeling today. We get feedback from them because a lot of our clients, we're the only people that they ever even talk to in a day's time. The overall mission is to serve the community. We have a lot of people that are in need of help with special diets and getting the right diets for their illness. And Food and Friends specializes in that. So I haven't seen Monique in a year. It's gonna be really interesting to see her.
So I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure in college. I was just really fatigued, just didn't feel like myself, and long story short, I had a heart transplant. And because of the immunosuppressants, I can't fight just regular bacteria or viruses that live in our body. One of those viruses I had for about a year, and it actually manifests as a type of lymphoma cancer. I also had problems with my appetite because I developed gastroparesis, and that's where I couldn't digest food. You know, you gotta eat for your strength, but I'm like, I'm not hungry because I'm full all the time.
When she first came to Food and Friends, she was really fatigued and could really not hold a lot of food down. And she knew that she was just experiencing extreme nausea and vomiting, which is a side effect of some of the treatment she was dealing with. So basically food was just sitting in her stomach, causing that nausea, but also limiting what she could eat. So she needed to figure out how to get enough nutrients in, knowing that she could only eat a little bit at a time.
I met Becca very early in the process. She seemed more than just a nutritionist, dietitian. I learned from Becca that the body that I thought that I had wasn't necessarily the body that I had. And I needed to be open to some of the other ways to feed it.
She couldn't go out and grocery shop for herself, and she really had to limit her time outside of the house or who she was interacting with. Her relationship with her driver, Alex, was a really big part of her experience while she was getting food from us. He would deliver the groceries every other week, and he was always extremely kind and patient, and I think they would chat while he helped put the food inside the house.
A year ago is when I made my first delivery to Monique. And that particular day, she was very, very sick. She told me that she was having a hard time that morning, that she wasn't feeling well. She had been throwing up and stuff. And I think I asked her, do you think you need to go to the hospital or something? The food that she was receiving at that time was groceries. And she was saying that she doesn't really cook. It's hard for her to deal with the food that she was receiving.
Alex said, we can get you meals. And I said, well, I live outside of DC. He says, we can get you meals outside of DC.
It was a challenge for her to make the decision to change to meals. She knew that she didn't have the energy to stand and chop and prepare food, but she also knew that switching to meals would mean that Alex wasn't going to be the one delivering food anymore. But she ultimately decided that that's what she needed for her health at that time, to switch to meals.
For Alex to have that same level of, we're here to help you. If you're not being helped, we need to switch it out to get you what you need. That's powerful. The impact that Food and Friends has had on my life is it really helped me in a time where I couldn't wrap my arms around feeding myself, in terms of getting the nutrition that I need with the energy I had to fuel my body.
It's hard, you know, dealing with illnesses that you have to address every single day. And if you realize that and recognize that, then you can make your client's day better and you can make your day better.
Our hope for clients of Food and Friends is that they come to us for a period of time, they get the food they need to feel well, and they talk with the dietitians to get an understanding of how to create that meal plan or eating pattern.
My quality of life was changed by food. My life was hindered because I couldn't eat. And then once I got my energy together, once my food was stabilized, then, I came more and more of myself. And I'm back to serving my community. It was a lifesaver in some aspect. I was on disability, so money was pretty tight. So it was a help financially. And also, over the years, my son, he's had to care for me. He saw my decline.
I mean, Food and Friends does say that anybody can get sick and everyone can help, and I do believe that, and everybody needs something, and this is a point in my life when I can give, I have the energy to do and give, so I'm gonna do it.
I feel like this is just where I'm supposed to be. Giving back, helping out. There are a lot of times I know I make people feel good about themselves, and the only reward that I need is knowing that it makes me feel good, and they depend on it. But sometimes, even more so, they just need a smiling face. I deliver that every day.